Beginning of part 3 or video number 3. More Nigerian scammers. Just more of a drill on how to spot Nigerian scammers. Dating in Vietnam again. Another girl. Now this doesn't look like a Vietnamese girl. It's just a regular, Western looking girl. Serena Susie. So if you look up her profile, Serena Susie, lives in Fujairah. I don't know where that is. I think I read it as Fallujah, which used to be an old ISIS stronghold in Syria. Lives in Dubai, United Emirates, and went to some university in Africa. So you can see the university here is in Nigeria. Again, more Nigerian nonsense. There's always something in the profile that just doesn't make sense. More Nigerian scammers. Dating in Vietnam again. I am here. I need a Vietnam lady to love and cherish by Fernando Ramirez. So here's Fernando Ramirez. Now, not all scammers are Nigerian. This is set up by somebody named Kioma Stella, or Kioma, hard telling how you pronounce that. This person went to Cleveland State University. I know people that went to Cleveland State University and ended up in Pakistan. So, I don't know too many people, too many Ohioans who go to Cleveland State and then go get a job in Pakistan. So this is maybe a Pakistani scammer. I don't know what kind of name Kioma or Chioma Stella is. I didn't bother looking that up, but this is a fake profile. More Nigerian scammers. Dating in Vietnam again. A girl named Erica Michael. Hi, need someone to talk to. Kind of a sexy photo. So, I got this kind of early with 11 comments. There's probably, several hundred comments under that photo now because, sharp looking lady showing some boobs. And on the right, you can see the profile. This person is from Miami, lives in Florida, went to Florida High School Academy. I don't know if that's a real school or not. Updated her, profile photo. So if you go into her profile, you're going to see some skin, and that'll cause more people to reply to the posting in the group. And this was posted by somebody named Beatrice Michael, which is probably a Nigerian. So what's interesting here, there's only 2 photos on the profile, and both of them are searchable. And if you take a look at them, all of the photos are the same, but the names are different. So what does that tell you? That tells you this profile set up for Erica Michael, they might have just joined Dating in Vietnam, but this is a mature account, and this is a scammer who, if you look at the names on the right, Erica, let's see, Mandito, Maldonado, Andre, Jesus, Wendy, Linda. So when you see something like this, where you see there's many photos, you know that it's a scam. This is a fake profile. But it also tells you that there's that many more fake profiles set up because Google searched the internet for similar photos and found all these different names. So if you look up these names, you don't know which Facebook groups they're set up in, but this is just an example of one scammer using a photo and setting up a zillion different profiles. So this is a scammer that, Zuckerberg would be really happy to see. Wow, look at this person. They set up all kinds of profiles using the same photos, and that makes my profile count go up, my active users. So this is just craziness. It just shows you how much of a scam this is, how much money that Zuckerberg and Facebook are making off of these fake accounts and these scammers. More Nigerian scammers. Vietnam dating group again, a girl named Lillian Anderson. So expat at Bitcoin. That's kind of a clue that this isn't real. And this person, from San Francisco, lives in LA and works at Bitcoin mining. So when you see a photo like this is just a Bitcoin scam, posted by a Nigerian. So naturally stay away from stuff like this. And again, I picked out one of the main profile photos weren't searchable. Google couldn't find them, but the first one that's not one of the main ones is searchable. And so is another one. This is a girl named Angie Verona, model, Instagram personality. So another stolen set of photos by a Nigerian. More Nigerian scammers. Now this is a person named Vivian in the group Dating in Vietnam again, where most of the profiles are fake. And if you take a look at her profile, you can see that this is set up by someone named Fimchim or something like that. And they hid all of their photos and videos and friends and their about page. All that stuff is hidden. They want you to become a friend before you see that information. And by the way, this person, the picture on the left, this girl, she's definitely Korean. She looks Korean. She's not only Korean, she's a Korean like supermodel or actress or something, because you see her photo a lot. She's got to be one of the most scammed photos there is on Facebook. If you would just look at the, if you could just crop out her face and take a look at it and have Google do a search of it, you would find that they're all over Facebook for scam profiles. So everything's hidden except for they forgot to hide their check-ins. So you can see their check-ins here is, there's one place in LA and one place in Barcelona and the other 4 in Nigeria. So, it's not very common for Vietnamese girls or Korean girls to check into Nigeria. And on the right, you can see something written there in Korean, and you can see her real photo. And like I said, this has got to be one of the most copied photos there is, because, whether she's a model or an actress, she owns a Rolls Royce. She's got photos of her Rolls Royce. She owns a Ferrari. So she's a pretty wealthy little lady from Korea, and her photos are all over the internet in scam profiles. More Nigerian scammers. So here's a guy named Damien Precious. Now, right away, that should tell you Precious is a common Nigerian name, usually for ladies, I think. But, they're not the brightest people in the world sometimes. They're just, out to scam. Pictures of a guy here with some crazy outfits on, and this person lives in Atlanta, Illinois, which most people, this Nigeria was probably looking for Atlanta and found one in Illinois and posted it. Now this city could exist, but it's not Atlanta, Georgia, and there's probably 4 people living in Atlanta, Illinois. And friends, you can go down to friend list, all Nigerian friends. There's a lot of these profiles, there's obviously something wrong. And in the person's name that set this up, you can see the upper picture. The person's name is Presh. So it's not Damien Precious. More Nigerian scammers. So here we are again in Vietnam dating, where, most of the profiles are fake. And, I don't know why, it could just be that the admins of this group, they're oblivious to, scammers from Nigeria. So they just approve everybody that looks like a Western person or certainly a military person. But, they don't do anything to check, to investigate the profiles. They just, whoever wants to join a group, joins a group. So here's somebody named Dear Joanna. And there she's sitting with a military guy. It's my day off, so I decided to snap. Good day to everyone in this group. So if you look up, if you right click on that Dear Joanna, you find a military person again. And this person is from Los Angeles but lives in Syria, which, Nigerians are oblivious to what goes on in the world. There wouldn't be any American military people living in Syria. They're in Syria for brief periods of time, and they're special forces, and they're working with the Kurds maybe to identify some people that, like ISIS, who, have had strongholds in Syria. So since it's a military person, I decided to look him up on the internet, and this is crazy. So I found maybe the real Dear Joanna, but no, because this person who lives in Croatia and is with the slash army, whatever that is in Croatia. But if you look at the profile name on the top, this is M. Hizzy Golden, which is another African name. So this isn't even the real profile of Dear Joanna. This is a second fake profile that's probably also in the Vietnam dating group or in some other group. So this is just craziness. This is just, I showed before an example of somebody who set up a zillion different profiles using the same picture. Well, here's one that set up at least two. But if you're Nigerian and you're a scammer and you're gonna go through all that trouble to find photos of people, don't just set up one profile, set up a million of them. Makes Zuckerberg happy. More Nigerian scammers. So here's a guy on the left. This is kind of an unusual picture. Vietnam dating again. The guy's name is Hoc Thong Quang, and shows him there in a U.S. military outfit, with the trombone. And then on the right, if you go into his profile, you see the name set up there is Hoc Thong Quang. So they actually, set up a fake profile here. So instead of using their own account, they had another phone number, so they're going to use this profile. And what do we have on the next page? We see a picture of the guy that we can blow up, and the guy's name, guess what? It's not Hoc Thong Quang. It's Lugero. He's U.S. Army. So they don't scrutinize very much when they find pictures. Of course, U.S. Army people always have their real name on their uniform. And if you take a look at this person's friends on the right here, all black people could all be Nigerian, and some of them certainly are. They're from Ghana, or Lagos, Nigeria, and Ghana. Ghana is another scam capital of the world. Not as big as Nigeria, but Ghana and Nigeria, they're both English-speaking countries. So it's pretty easy for them to set up fake profiles. More Nigerian scammers. Thai ladies vying for real love and dating foreigner. Kind of a crazy name. So, Ketty Cower. Hello to everybody. So, here's a girl who I don't know what she looks like. Is she Asian, maybe? But Ketty Cower has her profile set up here. University of Port Harcourt, which is a city in Nigeria. So, another fake profile stolen by somebody. More Nigerian scammers. So here's someone else reporting a scammer. So this is a person in the group Foreigners Love Filipina, a Filipina dating site. And this is a person, Sifriel Gian Gapas. I don't know what kind of name that is. Sounds Filipina dating site. Yeah, I was going to say it sounds kind of Filipino. Filipina. So this person is reporting here that some guy with a Philippines passport, and what she says here is, "Will you marry me?" The guy's, the guy set up a profile. He's Pakistani or something, and he's showing a Philippines passport and boarding pass, and he's got a daughter, but the daughter is actually child actress from India. So here's a girl actually reporting to the group people saying, hey, watch out for this guy, he's a scammer. Okay. And on the right, you can see people replying, report him, not removed. He should be blocked. So nobody's doing anything about getting rid of this guy who's obviously a scammer that she found by searching his profile. So, I'm not the only one trying to report scammers, and nothing became of this one either. So this is not a Nigerian, but a Pakistani scammer. More Nigerian scammers. So here, what do we have? I just put in some things here that are that are kind of ridiculous. So this person studied at the Nautical Science Seamanship Marine Academy of Nigeria, and his name is Prince Waki. So Prince is a common, Nigerian name, and so is Princess for ladies. He went to the Maritime Academy of Nigeria, and now he's a Commandant General of the U.S. Navy. Yeah, we get a lot of our, first of all, a general in the Navy, you don't see that every day. Most of our high-ranking guys in the Navy that wear stars are admirals, not generals. So, anyways, the Navy, the U.S. Navy gets a lot of our people from Nigeria, right? General, not Admiral in the Navy from the Maritime Academy of Nigeria. Sometimes, these profiles are just insane. Now, if you're having your kids look through these profiles, they might not get this right away, but this just doesn't happen that we get people from Nigeria that are 20 years old to be admirals or generals in the Navy. More Nigerian scammers. So here's a person on the left named Juan de Santos, and picture of him somewhere in the world working with a notebook PC. And then if you go up on the site, he's from Louisville, Kentucky, lives in Lexington, went to Xavier High School in Louisville, Kentucky. Sounds real, sounds reasonable, right? Except for the woman with the big booty in the picture here. And then again, look at the friends, this guy who lives in the United States in Louisville. All the friends are Nigerian. Got to wonder how that happens. Not all the friends, but 75% of the friends. More Nigerian scammers. So here is a person posting in Bangkok Singles named Jennifer Taurus Beauty. Again, Beauty would be an African name, and this person looks kind of Asian, and the profile, if you go to the profile, you can see worked at United States Army Field Band. Not very much information here, and it was set up by somebody named It's Prechi. It's Prechi doesn't sound too Vietnamese or Thai. And if you look at the picture, it's actually a girl named Royce Nguyen, which is a name I destroy. But it's one of the most common names in Vietnam. Nguyen. More Nigerian scammers. So, Cambodia women. This is something I recently started investigating. A girl named Hannah Lawrence. Now, why would a white girl named Hannah Lawrence be setting up a profile in Cambodian women? So that kind of gives you a clue that something's wrong. And if you look at the profile page on the right, this is set up by somebody named Danny Gui or something like that. and the name is Hannah Lawrence, and everything's hidden in this profile except for two photos. So first of all, it's kind of rare for somebody to have, a profile, Facebook profile with only two photos. And if you look up this person, both of these photos are searchable, and this is a, Real Madrid family. This is maybe a player's wife. And if you search it, and then on the right, you can see this person in Arabic. So it's just, typical Nigerian nonsense here. Two photos on the profile. Both of them are searchable. Neither one of them are Hannah Lawrence. So here again, you can see on the left photo, there's 75 comments by this time. All kinds of people are impressed by this girl's looks and want to communicate with her, but I'm warning everybody here. Fake, Nigerian again. Photo stolen from two different ladies. One of the ladies is a Real Madrid family member, maybe a wife of a player or something like that, and then the other one is all the information's written in Arabic. So report to Facebook, not to the group admins. If you report this to the group admins, maybe they'll delete it and it won't be in there anymore for Facebook to look at. So this is another one on the right. You can see I submitted to Facebook for review. And anytime you leave information in here under profile and say Nigerian again, the bots aren't going to find you. And if you ask for a review, the review people might nail you for hate speech because, Zuckerberg doesn't want anybody reporting fake profiles. More Nigerian scammers. So, Thailand Cupid dating. Somebody named Cham Choi Gracefulness. So this is more Nigerian nonsense here. Gracefulness might be a Nigerian name. They kind of sound like that. Princess, gracefulness, beauty. Those are Niger. If you grew up in Nigeria and you grew up in Lagos, you grew up speaking English, and the names are, common names for ladies are like beauty or precious or something like that. But this was set up by somebody named Nansun Goodluck. And here's the profile. You can see they studied at the Thai Austrian Technical College. And if you look a little further, the likes, what does she do for likes? She follows a guy named Auka, and she also follows Bishop Cowler Seminary, and, Nigerian people. And if you look up her photo, you're going to see that the photo was stolen off of Pinterest. So more Nigerian nonsense set up by somebody named Nansun Goodluck, and just total BS profile. Pretty easy to spot. More Nigerian scammers. Kina Komik, I guess. Hi from Shillong. I don't know where that is. On the right, you can see this profile was set up on the top by somebody named Bahep KP. This profile is locked, so you can't see anything there. But it does say if you know Kiana, send him a message. So in profile, they locked his message. So it's set up by a man with a picture of a woman in Bangkok singles. So more Nigerian nonsense here. More Nigerian scammers. This one kind of killed me. So this is a guy posting in a group. I didn't take a screen print of the group greeting here, but it says, thanks to the admin, am new here. Hope I'm welcome. Am new. When you start a sentence with am, you're Nigerian. Works at the California Chemical of Bakersfield and lives in London. So this guy has a killer commute every day, flying from London to Bakersfield, California. More Nigerian nonsense. More Nigerian scammers. Cambodian woman, a girl named Catherine. Good morning here, 10:49 a.m. in the Netherlands. Am Catherine, and set up by a person named Casper Bartel. So, Amsterdam, Netherlands, and one of her favorite things to do is learning Dutch. Well, if she's from Amsterdam, she doesn't learn Dutch, she speaks Dutch. More Nigerian nonsense. Am Cather from Netherlands, a beautician, love traveling and making new friends. No, it's a Nigerian. More Nigerian scammers. Marika Kathy, set up in Bangkok singles, and it's an Asian looking lady, but it's definitely not a Thai Asian lady. I'm a pilot and also an aircraft engineer. I'm single. Well, cool for her, the person in the photo anyway. And if you look up the profile, Marika Kathy, not a very common name in Bangkok. Follow to get his news feed. So it's a he who set this up. Somebody named Alan Peters set up this profile. And if you look up the photos from the profile, both profile photos are searchable. This is a person. This is a Korean person from Instagram, and total BS again from Nigeria. More Nigerian scammers. Andali Yagi. So it's kind of a funny name. Shared her first post, and I didn't get the group name in the screen capture. Happy Sunday, the person says. So, Andali Yagi sounds pretty African to me. Only 28 friends for someone, and these photos are searchable. Angels, somebody homepage on Facebook, probably an actress or something like that. So anyways, this is more Nigerian nonsense. More Nigerian scammers. Emily Golop. So this is set up by a person named Joshua Christopher, not Emily Golop. Lives in West Point, New York. Well, there is a West Point, New York. That's where West Point Academy is, which is a U.S. military academy. And if you take a look at Emily's friends, first of all, Joshua Christopher is not a female name. And guess where the friends are? They're located in Nigeria. So all these are Nigerians that are friends. Not very common for somebody who lives in West Point to have all Nigerian friends. More Nigerian nonsense. More Nigerian scammer. New member here, Junie Nichols. And again, once you post this, when you see hordes of money like this, it's some kind of financial scam. Hey. And, Junie Nichols posting all kinds of things. I can help you make $5,000 in 9 hours. Okay. Thailand Cupid dating service, January 8, 2021. Here's the intro. Here's all kinds of wads of cash. I can help you. I can help 20 people earn $5,000 in 9 hours. Yeah, another Nigerian financial scam. Now, it's possible that some of these people make a lot of money doing these kind of scams, and, you would like to see their profiles deleted, but that's never going to happen because of a guy named Zuckerberg. More Nigerian scammers. Now, this is something a little bit rare here. Now, this is a friend request, but also this was maybe a year ago. And when I first started taking all these screen prints, I wasn't consistent in getting the group name and stuff like that. But this wouldn't have come from a group. I'm just telling you, from here on, you might not see the group names because I wasn't, established in my the criteria that I was collecting. So this is somebody named Iniola um, Odusanya. So, and it's coming to me as a friend request. Only this person forgot to delete a photo of himself in here, and that's kind of crazy. And on the right, I reported it, and this was back when the fake account button was actually there. So I reported it as a fake account. And, there's no way to explain the fake account. You can't say, hey, look at the pictures. Is this person a white lady or a black guy? So it's not going to get deleted anyway. The bots are going to not find anything, and if you request a review, you're going to get the same message. So here's it says report received as a fake account. But, this account is still around because they didn't delete it. The guy might have gotten smart by now and removed his photo from here, and maybe he's got, pictures of Asian ladies now. But again, on the right, you can scroll down when most of the profile is hidden. You can scroll down and take a look at the friends, and these friends are black, and they're from Africa and University of Oxford. You see that a lot. And living in Lagos, Nigeria. So, obviously a fake account, and the guy left his own name in there. And, this was when the fake account button was there. You would think it would have been obvious that this is a fake account, but what happened? I got the same reply, received report, and then we're done investigating this, and we don't see that this breaks any rules, Crazy, crazy stuff. So what do they look for when they get a report of a fake account? I mean, the fake account button's not there anymore, but back then, what would they look for? Wouldn't it be obvious if you have pictures of a black dude and white ladies as your photos that it's fake, or that you're posing as somebody, not living in Africa and all your friends are in Africa? I don't know what these, it's like these people aren't trained in anything. End of part 3.